Welcome to Like Lightning, a fiction podcast. My name is Chris Hagedon, and in this Monday's episode, I will be reading an original story titled Beginnings in Fire. Something is wrong. Very wrong. I can hear the rising sounds of fear, music inside of me. I had no idea dread sounded like a gong, reversed and distorted, like a piano quietly lulling me into a false sense of security. I've never felt such unease before. I don't think I've felt anything before. I can ignore my lack of memory. This fear is much more pressing than my memory. I could hear crackling. I could smell it in the atmosphere. This fear was fire, burning all in its path. Now I was awake. My eyes darted open and I stumbled to my feet, sore and in pain. Fire leaped from building to building, getting too close for comfort. My first instinct was to run, as any sane person would when amid burning buildings. But I stood there, awestruck. All I knew, all I had ever known, was this fire. The amount of time I stood there in awe and confusion would be deemed by many unwise, including myself. All I wanted now was to flee, to find a way out of these burning flames. I found it incredibly difficult to see through the billowing clouds of smoke. This, in itself, was unfortunate, as it caused my eyes to sting ever so badly. Although I was unable to fathom how I could see it. Off in the distance, I spied a small archway that presumably led out of the burning town. I now knew that I would likely escape these flames alive. I hurried along the path, sweat dripping and soaking my t-shirt. I didn't have time to think that it had multiple rips and worn-in holes. At last, I approached the archway, the key to my escape. Looking back into the flames, I was relieved that I would no longer fear the fire that encompassed the town. No, now I had something else to fear. For when I woke, the dread that had overcome me, I realized, was not invoked by the burning town. It was, instead, what stood within the flames. This podcast is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, along with other platforms. Feel free to leave feedback by going to the link in the description or leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. Thank you for listening. Please share this podcast and tune in for a new piece of writing this upcoming Monday.